1. Fight!
I believe that this girl's truth has not even been investigated. She is insisting that this lecturer had grouped her. Going to school, if they group you as a woman, God help you that you have evidence. It's difficult to establish against a lecturer because the advantage of position is not something that is obtainable to everybody. He tapped her and then he walked away.
Yeah.
And so even if she made a comment, she wasn't talking to you. It looked as if he was moving fast off the video. And then she turned to a friend and said, imagine that. And that was where the initial video ended before we now saw all the records and everybody dragging clothes. And I would really like when people see things to calm down. The first video, I just kept thinking, what could make this girl like this? And I wished everybody would wear those shoes when we start to judge. We were girls. I was an aggressive young girl. If you touch me anyhow, even before I started wearing the hijab, I know how I used to react. An elderly man did a video saying, it's not proper to touch. I completely agree. Coming into a person's personal space is an assault, whether you like it or not. Until the person permits you, there's that familiarity, you're overdoing it. He could have passed her while she was doing the video. The taps itself look as if they were friendly. He could have walked past the video. He could have said to her, stop that video there, because his authority. Why are you making a video in the faculty? Take your cameras out of there. I went to school. Get out of this place. You know, he could have avoided her or used his authority to address it or mind his business and pass. Okay. But no, he chose to tap her into her video as if they were friends. And then suddenly she's a wicked girl.
Okay, what I saw in that video was that she was doing a TikTok video blocking a corridor and the lecturer had to pass and then tapped excuse me and passed before walking back. Now you're doing a TikTok video in school and you're in a position where people are passing that place. That is not a place for you to do a video. That's the first thing. And the tapping, I didn't see anything wrong in tapping. Men in this part of the world are very touchy. It's now we're beginning to educate them that instead of you to touch, you use your hands. They don't see it as anything. You pass, they touch, they want to tell you something, they tap you, they want to do something. We are here every day here on set, getting ready to be on the show, and then people are coming to set up the camera or set up the mics. They tap you, they touch you. Men around are touchy and tappy does not mean that they have ulterior motive. Now, when you say that you were groped, I want to believe it was not that incident and it was not that day, because from that tapping and moving on, there's no groping there, except of course you are bringing maybe another incident that had happened with the said lecturer on another day, and maybe that was why you reacted the way you reacted. But from what we saw on that video, that girl was very, very disrespectful. I went to the university. We have lecturers. We know how we talk to our lecturers. According to his own version, he said he had to drag the phone when she refused, and then you unleash yourself, scattered yourself on your lecturer and started biting, screaming. I felt so ashamed of that girl.